唔係你睇唔到5點半啊？
佢未到5點半。
你望一望手機係幾點？你點樣講？茉莉花定係拜年歌啊？茉莉花嗬，1、2、3。
What do you think? Wow, right? Let's give another big round of applause to Lion Dance Me. Let us also thank Norman Lau with the Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association, Mandy Chang and Sammy Ung for their elegant recitals on the Guzheng and Peipa. Thank you very much. My name is Carmen Chu, and as your MC tonight, I am so pleased to be the first to say to you and to your loved ones a happy Lunar New Year. 歡迎大家嚟到三藩市市府，我係三藩市古籍官朱家文。首先呢，我就想同大家拜一拜年，祝大家新年快樂，身體健康，心想事成。同埋我身為三藩市個財神婆，我想祝大家財源廣進，係咪啊？ I am so very honored to welcome you today to beautiful San Francisco City Hall. Holding this event here in the Grand Rotunda is not only beautiful, but it is also appropriate and it is symbolic. It is symbolic in that in the very seat of local government decision-making, we have a very public welcoming and a very public recognition of the diversity and cultural celebrations of our great city. Lunar New Year, as you know, is one of our most celebrated and most important holidays celebrated within the Asian Pacific American community. It is the time that we start anew with fresh hopes and wishes for the new year, but it is also the time that we gather with our family and with our friends. And tonight we are indeed surrounded and joined by many friends. Please also join me in welcoming a few dignitaries. Consul General Wang Donghua of China, Consul General Henry Bensurto of the Philippines, Consul General Park Jun-hong of Korea, Consul General Nguyen Trac Tuan of Vietnam, and Consul General Gafaro Barrera of Colombia. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, critical to every city's success is a wonderful person, a strong leader at the very helm. And so please join me in welcoming to the stage our very own Mayor London Breed.
Good evening, everyone. Daigaho! First of all, let me just say that it is truly an honor to be here. This event, which is hosted here in San Francisco City Hall, is not only hosted by me as the mayor, but some of our most incredible Asian American elected officials. And I want to thank my co-host today for supporting this time-honored tradition where we celebrate the start of the Lunar New Year here in San Francisco, starting with the President of the Board of Supervisors, Norman Yee, your supervisor, Sandra Lee Fewer, and Gordon Marr was not able to join us today, I don't think just yet, but he is another co-host, as well as your newly elected sheriff, Paul Miyamoto. And again, thank you, Carmen Chu, for not only being a co-host, but for emceeing tonight's program. We also have a number of other elected officials joining us today to celebrate this momentous occasion, and I want to take the opportunity to thank Supervisor Catherine Stephanie for being here with us today, Supervisor Raphael Mandelman, who I see, our public defender, Mano Raju, our district attorney, Chesa Bodine, and our treasurer, Jose Cisneros. So many great elected officials here to serve the city to celebrate this occasion, and I want to thank so many of our Chinese leaders who have been great partners, including the Chinese Benevolent Association and the president, Mr. Li. Thank you so much for being here with us today. As well as the vice president of the Chinese Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much, Kidman, for joining us as well. Now, let me tell you, and I also see who just joined us. Thank you so much to Supervisor Asha Safai, our police chief, Bill Scott, and our fire chief, Janine Nicholson. No, I'm not naming everyone in the room, but clearly many of our department heads are here, so many of our commissioners are here, people from the community to celebrate this occasion. And let me just back up for a minute and start by saying, is it me or does it feel like these dragons are really dragons? I don't know about you, but I get a kick every time, and it's been a long time since somebody winked their eyes at me, so I had a good time. What? Look at, this is what I mean. Thank you, thank you. See, I love the dragons. They're amazing. And one of the great traditions that exists during Lunar New Year. And as we celebrate the Lunar New Year here in San Francisco, I always look forward to the many festivities and activities that take place, from the banquets with the family associations to the kickoff in Portsmouth Square with the community celebrating, so many of the dances with the Lions dances and traditions, as well as one of the things that really cap it off, and that is our Chinese New Year parade, which will take place on February 8th. It is always one of the most significant parades that happens in San Francisco. I do want to take this opportunity to, of course, thank all the council generals that are joining us here today, which Carmen had an opportunity to name. The partnership that exists between San Francisco and countries throughout this world are important to continuing to bridge that gap with our communities. And as we celebrate so many milestones here, including the Year of the Rat, we also are excited about the celebration of our 40-year anniversary with the Shanghai Sister City, which is really a great milestone as well, a relationship that has existed for many, many years. And I want to just touch on a little bit about the importance of the Year of the Rat, which signifies diligence, optimism, energy, and resourcefulness. Incredible qualities that I hope will carry us throughout the year and be embodied in the things that we choose to do. It's an opportunity to recommit ourselves to what we know can make our city, our families, our lives better. And one of the things I also want to take the opportunity to express is really how important the 2020 census will be, especially to so many people who might be a part of our immigrant communities, people who are part of our Asian community, to make sure that we are doing everything we can with many of our community-based organizations to reach out to various communities in the appropriate languages to make sure that every person in this city is counted. And so we're going to be doing a lot of work, especially during the Lunar New Year, to promote the 2020 census. And I hope many of you who are with us today will help us continue to get the word out. We do have lots of work to do in San Francisco, but I'll tell you, even though we thought we were going to have a different kind of parade this coming week, don't worry. The Lunar New Year parade on February 8th will not disappoint. The excitement that we will experience from that particular parade will surely make up for the loss of another parade that we won't mention today. But tonight, we have a number of performances from so many incredible young people from our Vietnamese, Filipino, and Korean communities. Again, this is a time where we come together to celebrate and express our excitement about the Lunar New Year, and I'm just really looking forward to all that we will continue to do to really promote the essence of what the Year of the Rat signifies in San Francisco. So I want to take this opportunity to really make it official in our city and ask Ambassador Wang to come forward to accept the official proclamation declaring, come on up, Ambassador Wang. This is our Consul General from China, and we are going to declare it officially the Year of the Rat in San Francisco to kick things off. And again, I want to thank everyone for being with us today to celebrate Chok Dai Ga, Sunny Phai Lok, Sun Tai Ging Hong, Gung Hei Fat Choi. Have a wonderful, wonderful Lunar New Year. Thank you all so much.
Honorable Mayor London Breed, thank you very much for hosting the great event celebrating the Lunar New Year. And I'm delighted to be part of the celebration. You've made wonderful remarks that would inspire me to do more and more to promote the relationship between China and the United States. I would say that looking forward, we have new opportunities and new challenges in the new year, in the Year of the Rat. One of the opportunities I would say is the signing of the Phase 1 trade agreement between China and the United States last month, which is a step in the right direction to normalize the trade and economic cooperation between our two countries. And this also, reflects the fact that there are better ways to address the differences between China and the United States, and the cooperation is always better than confrontation. And we would like to work with the United States to implement the Phase 1 trade agreement to bring the trade cooperation between our two countries back to normal as soon as possible. This year also marks the 40th anniversary of the sister-city relationship between Shanghai and San Francisco, which is the first of its kind, I believe. And I'm looking forward to working with you to inject a new vitality or vigor into the exchanges and the cooperation between Shanghai and San Francisco, and also to make the cooperation between our two cities a model of cooperation between China and other states of this country. The challenge when I refer to probably is the outbreak of the coronavirus. Actually, China has taken the most comprehensive and vigorous and strict measures to prevent and control the spread of the virus. Many of the measures go well beyond the international health regulations. And what we have done have been commended by many countries and the WHO. Actually, the Director General of the WHO hailed the Chinese efforts to combat the virus, saying that high speed and massive scale of China's move are rarely seen in the world, and adding what China is doing is not only protecting the people of China, but also protecting the people of the world. Actually, the measures put in place are making progress day by day. The facts have shown that the disease or the virus is preventable, controllable, and curable. And there is no reason or there is no need for overreaction or panicking. The WHO, doesn't recommend any measures that would interrupt the international trade or travel. And actually, it opposes the trade and travel restrictions on China. I would say sometimes confidence is more important. And overreaction will give rise to, the social panic, which will hurt the efforts to combat the virus. And overreaction probably will make us pay higher price than than the efforts for the virus prevention and control. We have been communicating and collaborating with the United States and other countries in an open, transparent, and responsible manner. We have shared information, including the genetic sequence of the virus, with the other countries in a timely manner. We hope, actually, I strongly believe that by working together more closely, China and the United States can make greater difference in our common efforts to combat the virus. And we would like to work with the United States to translate the challenge of the virus into an opportunity of cooperation. Before concluding, I wish every one of you well in the new year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Breed. Thank you, Council General. I think as we heard of the opportunities and challenges, we know that in this year of the rat, that I like to call the year of the mouse, we're going to be resourceful and we're going to find a way because that is what we do. So with that, of course, I want to welcome everybody again to the festivities. We have a wonderful amount of performances that are going to come on, but before we start with the performances, I do want to thank a few people who really ought to be thanked. As you know, these events, they don't happen by accident, and it takes a lot of work to get to where we are today. So I do want to thank Claudine Chang. She, alongside with Al Perez, have done so much work to bring together the volunteers and the performances tonight, and I know that we're in for a real treat. So without further ado, I want to introduce our first group, the Marina Middle School, who's going to be coming up with some New Year's greetings. Thank you very much, West Portal. Another big round of applause. Yes. I also want to acknowledge Acting Consul General Yu of Japan is also here today. Thank you for being with us. At this time, I'd like to introduce up to the stage President of the Board of Supervisors to say a few words, Norman Yee, and may I ask all of the public officials to please come on up as well as we take a group picture together.
Thank you, Carmen. Happy New Year, everybody. Where's my, come on, Happy New Year. It's the year of the rat. Let's get going here. So let's give it up for those public school kids from Marina and West Portal Elementary. So I'm here just to say, wishing everybody a Happy New Year this year. This is, we're starting off maybe slowly. We'll probably pick it up next year with the 49ers, and maybe the Giants will win the pennant, and the Warriors will have a fresh start this year in the fall. But we're going to get it all done, and there's a lot to do in San Francisco. And I'm glad that we're working together. Mayor Bree, thank you for your leadership. And I want to also thank my colleagues, Supervisor Sandy Fewer and Supervisor Catherine Stephanie and Supervisor Asha Safai, and the rest of you will come up and say your own names. But because they told me that I only have like 15 seconds. So every year this happens, it makes me proud to be a Chinese American, to say that we could share our cultural heritage with the rest of San Francisco. And we just had a celebration in my own district, in District 7, this past Saturday. Once again, we were able to do some cross-cultural exchanges. We had the celebration on the street right next to the church. There's a black church where we use the black church also. And everybody was enjoying themselves. And we could see that this is the type of things, people to people, person to person, type of relationships that build our great city in San Francisco. So 我想祝大家新年快樂，龍馬精神，身體健康，出入平安，and 恭喜發財。
大家好，我係視參事李麗常。我今日好高興同你哋一齊慶祝農曆新年，祝大家新年快樂，身體健康，開開心心。
That's not fair to go after you two. Gong hei fat choi.
Dagaho on Sci-Fi, CHMC. Happy New Year, everyone. Gong hei fat choi. Sunny Fai La, Lin Lin Yao Yu.
Happy Year of the Rat, Happy New Year, and all I know is Gung Hai Fat Choi.
Just real quick, Sadi Failak, Gun Hei Fa Choi, and everybody was okay over there. Don't worry.
Chief.
大家好。恭喜發財 and Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you. 恭喜發財 Happy New Year, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day today. Happy New Year.
Thank you very much.
May I ask Mayor Breed to come on up and we could take a picture? Our public defender asked me what he should say, and I was tempted to tell him to say, Tim Ding Fa Choi. Yeah? That means please have many, many children. Thank you very much. Let us also thank the APA Heritage Foundation for sponsoring tonight's event. We're also blessed to be able to be joined by community leaders who celebrate and make our celebrations full in San Francisco. I want to invite next to speak Kitman Chan from the Chinese Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for your leadership in our famous Lunar New Year parade year after year. And Ding Li, president of the Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association.
Good evening. 晚上好 Honorable Mayor London Beef, Honorable General Counsel Mr. Wang Donghua, and all the supervisors, and all the department head, and all the police department and fire department, and we are going to celebrate the Chinese New Year. The Chinese Chambers Commerce have been sponsor for this event for more than 100 years. And every year, this is the event is the biggest outside of China at night for the night parade. And we had 122 merchant bank from kindergarten to the high school from all over the Bay Area. And they travel, taking the bus, travel more than 2 hours or even longer. They are so enjoy and participant on this parade. And this parade, the major sponsor is a Southeast Airline and Comcast, T-Mobile, and let me see, I forgot. And ICBC Bank. And we also had the 100 Choi San Ye. And there's a big and tall figure in the parade. And this is the first time too. And we had more than 40 floors to show each company or each school or organization the unique culture. And this year, we had the new things. And Mayor Brief is going to make Chinese parade history. You are the first mayor to, in the flow, to participate in the Chinese parade. And also, this year, the Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association and Chinese Hospital and CCHP and going to have the seated in the floor. And this is the first time in our Chinese community. And so this is the 4 biggest organizations in the Chinese hospital to promote the Chinese affair. And the people has asked us whether the parade is going to be on the Saturday, and the answer, yes. And as the mayor said, yes. We had a confidence, the parade will be successful. And everybody to participate in the parade have to have the confidence that virus is not going to affect on you if you had a conference. The virus is going to scare away if you had a conference. And also, the parade is a show the traditional Chinese culture and also the Bay Area, the community organization, the different culture from different country. And this is the very big important event. Every year, we had more than 1 million people to watch this parade and participate in the parade. So everybody come out in Saturday, February 8th to Chinatown, watch TV. You won't miss. This is your once a lifetime for your kid, for your oldest people getting together. Thank you very much.
Good evening, Honorable Mayor Breed. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my sole honor to represent Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association. Be here to celebrate the Chinese New Year. I wish everyone have happiness, healthy prosperity of the Chinese Lunar Year of the Rat. 恭喜發財！尊敬嘅市長同埋各位嘉賓，我好榮幸咁代表中華總會館喺呢度慶祝中國鼠年嘅慶典。喺呢度，我代表中華總會館祝願大家新年快樂，身體健康，萬事如意。London Bridge 市長、各位嘉賓、各位好朋友，我非常榮幸能夠代表駐美中華總會館在這裡慶祝中國的農曆鼠年的新年。我在這裡謹祝福大家新年快樂，萬事如意。身體健康，平平安安，恭喜發財！各位鄉親父老市長、外攜代表中華總會館慶祝我嘅農曆老新年嘅新年，我攜咧就祝願大家新年快樂，身體健康，萬事如意，恭喜大發就發案呢台，我哋大家。Thank you very much.
Well, Ding really took that to another level. Thank you, Ding. As you know, Lunar New Year is a shared celebration, and in that spirit, we are so thrilled to highlight the traditional dance performances from the Vietnamese, Korean, and Filipino communities. So we have 3 wonderful performances that will be coming up next. A Vietnamese dance group led by Professor Danny Nguyen, showcasing a dance combining traditional and contemporary expressions, followed by a Korean dance by the Ong Dance Company and School. This award-winning company has performed in over 40 countries around the world. And last but not least, a Filipino dance by the Lika Filipino Folk Ensemble. In Tagalog, it means creation. Please welcome these 3 wonderful groups. That was amazing. Thank you so much. I think that's probably one of the most terrifying dances for me, someone with less rhythm. But I wanted to say again, thank you very much for coming to San Francisco City Hall to be able to celebrate with us all. Tonight, we're going to conclude our celebration with a song performed by local artist Flora Huey. Flora is a student of the University of San Francisco. She was named one of the 2018 Outstanding Teen Chinatown members, and she recently performed a national anthem at the Warriors game in January. So we want to welcome Flora, but before we end the show, we want to make sure again to invite you to a reception at the North Light Court. We're going to have calligraphy master Terry Luck with us there, as well as food and refreshments from Moonstar Restaurant. Thank you so much for coming. Happy New Year, and let's welcome Flora.
It's been such a great evening, and I'm so honored to be here to perform at the Lunar New Year celebration. I would like everyone to stand up and dance with me. And this is Happy. Hit it. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, let me take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. Come on, let's dance. In the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy long if you feel like a room without a room. Because I'm happy long if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy long, and if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey! Here come bad news, talking this and that. Hey! Yeah. Well, give me all you got, don't hold it back. Yeah. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. Hey! Yeah. Thanks to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Come on, let's clap along. Room without a room. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along and if you know what happiness is to you. Yeah, yeah. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Come on. Bring me down, Camden. Bring me down, your level too high. Bring me down, Camden. Bring me down, I'm telling you. Bring me down, come on, come on. Bring me down, your level too high. Bring me down, come on. Hey. Because I'm happy long if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along and if you know what happiness is to you. Yeah, yeah. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Hey. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along and if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Hey. And bring me down, you love me too high. Bring me down, come on. Bring me down, because I'm happy. Room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along and if you know what happiness is to you. Yeah, yeah. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is true. Because I'm happy. Clap along and if you know what that's what you wanna do. that's what you wanna do. Hey, come on. Thank you. Happy New Year.